What's up, everybody? I might record some of my Dota playing at some point. I don't know. I can't stream it because of the bandwidth that it takes. My characters are all laggy, so I wanted to show a little bit of the match I just played, which was my first ranked match that I've played since ranked match started. I don't even have my MMR yet. I haven't played enough, but I decided to just go ahead and play one today. And I decided to play with Earthshaker. My team gave me Earthshaker because I asked for it. If you're new to Dota, he's a support hero who does a lot of stun damage with a fissure, which means he throws a big line of rocks. He hits the ground with his big totem that's on his back, and it makes a big, huge line of rocks. We'll show that here in a little bit. It's supposed to be on my perspective. I'm not sure what's going on. I think that was my perspective. I was dead. Okay. So, you guys saw Bristleback dies right here. And after he dies, these three heroes right here are deciding they're going to go for this top tier 1 tower. What Dota is you're destroying this tower. There's 3 lanes, and each lane, this is the bottom lane, has three towers. One, then you go to the middle one, 2, and this one, 3, and this one has barracks. So if you can get all those towers destroyed and get the barracks, get these 2 towers right here, and destroy the ancient, then your team wins. So, like I said, they killed Bristleback, and then they were going to come and try to get this tower. Now we're going to go to my player perspective, and you will see that I buy a teleport scroll, which allows you to, a town portal scroll, we call it teleport scroll. It teleports you to a target friendly building, which are these towers. If they're still standing, you can TP there. Marana is sinking through the ground because she's dead. So I'm going to come up in 5, and I decide that I'm going to try and defend this tower. What I don't know is how low he is. I didn't know he was going to come, but he did, and we'll see what happens. So I bought a TP scroll, and I TP'd. When I showed up, to my surprise, they were both here. So I fissured, ran up and used my ultimate ability, and ended up getting a double kill. Let me slow that down a little bit. And I'll go to free camera so I can show you. So here I am. There's the fissure, and it almost kills him. But what my ultimate ability does is it takes everybody who's around and adds damage. So I killed him easily because he was low. And he attacked me once, and that gave enough time for Tower to shoot him twice. And that did enough. So that was the first play that I really liked that I did. Let's see if we can find the other 2. One of them was very important. Kind of won us the game towards the end. I'm not going to say I won us the game. My team did the job after. Let me tell you a little bit about this hero. His name's Spirit Breaker, and he has this ability, it's his Q, called Charge of Darkness, where if he has vision on one of your heroes, the people in the green, he can rush all the way across the map. And if he gets all the way across the map and he rams you, anything he hits in between stuns. So he can rush all the way across the map and get you. So a little bit towards the end of the match, we had been pushing up. I gotta find it, so this might take a little bit. Let me find it. Regeneration. It was after this. I'm gonna just keep talking while this is going, but we as he runs across the map, there's nothing that can stop him. He can stop himself if he wants, but the only way to stop him really is to stun him. And like I told y'all earlier, Earthshaker is like perfect stun. I was stuck in the trees right there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So here comes Spirit Breaker now. I know this is kind of hard to follow. Our team came in and did it really good. I was back here healing and buying items. And they were in here fighting. And I think we got everybody, but Spirit Breaker got the kill here. And then I believe he runs down in this area. Let's watch. This is him. The light blue. So we were pushing mid, and he came straight down here. Okay, so we're getting close to where... So what's going to happen, I'll just explain it. Spirit Breaker decides he's going to rush over here and try to push in this tower. But we're going to go back to my player perspective. Because see, he starts to charge, and like I said, the only thing that can stop him is a stun. And here I throw one. Boom! So I stop him. And it looks like we're not going to get the kill, but luckily our OD, Outworld Devourer, stopped him there. And I missed a few stuns. Felt like an idiot, but I told him and got the kill. Let's go back to my stuff on free camera. So he's rushing, no care in the world. I guess he was either going to go try and kill this guy, but what he didn't realize was... Boom! So that's great. That's the first time I've ever played Spirit Breaker with a Earthshaker, I think. And that was a whole lot of fun. I think I did that 2 times, but the first time I didn't get the kill, so... I didn't want to show that one. We had a lot of lockdown, and even though we had 51 kills over 33, the game seemed a lot closer than it ended up being, because they have this guy named Faceless Void, and you'll see in the third play what he can do. So let's speed it up a little bit. High speed Dota. Because this is about where... Is this it? Yeah, okay. So this is setting up the last play. So Faceless Void has this ability called Chrono, where he's the only one who can really run around in it, and he runs really fast, and he hits really hard once he has his items. It's this guy right here, this Chronosphere. He can walk around in it, no one else can, so if you get stuck in it, he can just obliterate you with his staff. And he can time walk, which lets him rush forward real fast, and he also has time lock, which does 70 bonus damage, and it can stun you. So he's really dangerous if you let him get farmed. Razor right here was also doing a lot of damage. So we were kind of worried about it. Like, we had to shut them down. We had to get a kill if we were going to win this game. And this guy right here was a beast. And he does a lot of damage with this Sanity's Eclipse, his ultimate ability. But he also got a Refresher Orb, which lets him use the Refresher and then use the Sanity's Eclipse again. So that was just nuts. So you'll see him do that in this last fight. But I was pretty scared. Like, one thing about Dota is there's fog of war in these trees. So I was in these trees and they didn't know I was there. Let me slow it down. I'm just going to let my camera player perspective. I'll just run it through one time and then I'll let you see what happened, and then we'll talk about it on slow motion.
Double damage.
Serial killer. Double kill.
Dominating.
Your hopes.
So that pretty much won us the game. We run straight down and end it. But you might be thinking, what the heck just happened? And I'll try to explain it. So, like I said, I have the fissure that shoots the big, long rock path. I have Echo Slam, which shockwaves travel through the ground, damaging enemy units. Each enemy hit causes an echo to damage nearby. So, I got the Ag Scepter, which upgrades your ultimate abilities on most heroes. It causes each initial hero hit to echo twice. So it does 270 damage usually, but if it hits these heroes, like it hit all 4 of these, it actually hits for 540. And then the regular echo damage is... Oh, no. It hits for 270, but the echo damage 70, and if it echoes twice, that'd be 140. So it hits for a lot. I'm not going to do the math here. So, I have this thing called a blink dagger, and that's important. So, I'm going to slow it down. So what the problem was he is our main source of damage. And so if he dies, we're in trouble. I'll go free camera.
Double damage.
And they know that. So they go ahead and go for his ultimate on him. But I can stun him as long as I'm not caught in. So when he blinked in, I blinked in and used my ultimate ability. This arrow would have been huge if it hit because it stuns for a long time. But it didn't. So Shadow Demon can put people in this ball right here. And it lasts for about 5 seconds. And then it makes 2 copies of whoever he put in that ball. And you can use it on your teammates to save them. And that's exactly what he did. He saved OD right there. And I just kind of did my damage and ran out of the way. I was waiting for my stuns to come back up. I have a 2-second stun. This one wasn't going to be up for a while. So wasn't really worried about that. So he saved OD in time. And it let everyone else get here because actually Bristle, man, it took him a while to get there actually, but you'll see the damage get done right here. OD gets back, throws 1 ult, uses refresher and ults again. It almost takes him out, and it would have killed him I think if Dazzle hadn't used a thing called Shallow Grave, which keeps you alive. And then this is my favorite part. Here I am. And he's almost dead. I use my blink dagger again and blink right here. Stun. And using enchant totem just whack the crap out of him. So that was that's Dota. That was the end of that match pretty much. I'll direct camera on me again. And we can watch. Why is it going to me? Oh, direct the camera. Their perspective. And this is us winning, but Dota's really fun. I'm loving it. I've played a lot more of Dota than I ever thought I'd play one game, but you pretty much have to because you've got to learn what all these heroes do. But this match was a lot of fun. Close matches are the best. You know, I think the reason I like Dota is because it gives me that feeling of competition again. And I used to play a lot of baseball, and this is a 5-on-5 team sport. We're talking on mics the whole time, coordinating, making sure we're all know what the other's going to do so we can help each other out. And here are the stats. So I ended up level 20, which is good for a support. 25 is the highest you can get. Bristle went nuts, 14, 7, 23. He had a heck of a game. I went 6, 6, and 23, so that's a whole lot of assists. So I was proud of that. My G gold per minute was 309, which is pretty good for a support. It's much more than Dazzle's, but he died a lot. Experience per minute was 409, which is better than both of their supports, and even Faceless Void, which was their main, like, if he got big, we were going to lose. So we kind of shut him down, actually. So that was nice. But yeah, it's the competition. It's like you start the match, everybody's feeling each other out. I mean, it just feels like a sport. That's why they call it esports. People might not believe esports is a thing, but getting back into the, man, I hope we win, we're playing hard. I mean, it might not take the physical, but I mean, you still got to do it. You still got to play. You still got to know what's going on. You got to know your sport. So I really enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoyed those 3 plays. Like I said, I might record a few matches, or I might just record my player perspective of a match I played in, so I make sure it's good before I record it. I might do some support help, like, because that's what I play mostly is support characters, so I could make a how-to support in Dota 2 if y'all are interested. So thanks, and I'll see y'all later.